Hello everybody, this is Sonia. I'm in Australia and I'm going to show you now what I'm doing next with this piece from my journal. Now it's a cover for the journal. Now I've decided I want to put some of this on. I wasn't going to record it just in case I said something that wasn't ladylike because I don't know how hard or easy this is going to be or whatever. So I've got this really good stuff here. I'm putting it over this cream one and I'm going to sew it onto there. Okay, I've got the plan, but you know what, I think I'm going to do it on the outside. I did the other one on the inside. I could do, well, it's just that it's not connected and it seems to me like it might be a little bit tricky. Hang on a minute, I want it to go back over that seam there. So it's there. Well, how about you get some decent pins onto this? We might be able to do something if we've got a pin for it. Let me see. I know, I put them in the pin cushion and then they just vanish. They vanish into thin air. They do. So we're going to stitch this onto here. Now if you did it on the machine it'd be okay, it'd be quicker and maybe it might be easier, but I'm not going to do that because I don't think, well, I don't want to. I want to do it this way. This is my style I'm after. That's what I'm after, so stitch it by hand is what I do. I could go, very rarely I've done this on the machine. Now I haven't got the iron hot because I twitched it off. It's probably still warm though, so I haven't been anywhere. I'm still here. Still here. Sitting here, getting a bit warm though. I don't know about the iron, but I am getting a bit warm. A bit warm in here. Now, oh okay, so is that the right side for that one? Yes. And besides that, I don't know if it matters that much because of the, it's going to be all covered over anyway, isn't it? So this has got to go right to the edge. You need to make sure you sew right down into the edge of this so you've got that covered. Okay. Have I got this switched on? Okay. Righto. Same day as when I was doing the other bit, but because it's not too hot in here really, and now I'm in here anyway, I might as well do as much as I can so I can put up a few videos for you. I've got a lot of work to do with a lot of things that I'm doing, but it gets done. I'm not going to worry about it. It'll get done. It will get done. I had been waiting since before I got my sewing machine to do this because I wanted to do sewing in my journal, see? I wanted to sew around the pages and do all that sort of thing, which I've never done before. And I did it yesterday. I spent a long time, took me a while, run out of cotton off the bobbin because it was absolutely full because it had only been, but it was really good. I did heaps of pages and I'm really pleased about how that went. So I wanted to start the cover now. It doesn't matter how long it takes me to do it. I wanted to start it because I do like a new bit, new start, don't we? I think everybody likes a new start. There's ladies that do the cross stitching, that they call it that, don't they? And well, we do too. I suppose it's a new start. I don't know what you think of it doing this colours though, the whites and creams and things. It's going to look really jazzy by the time I finished, you know. I had to stick a bit of gold on it. I really did. It's going to be stitched over. There's going to be stuff on it. It's going to look absolutely amazing. I can't really imagine it yet because it's just going to come out as I go. These hands will be doing it for me. All the thinking. Right, now that's done. That bit, it's on there. So that wasn't so bad after all, as long as it's there when we look. as long as we got it right when we look. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn that back that way, and I'm going to check and make sure that I've got that going up through there, that comes up through that one. I'm going to just turn this back here. I'm not going to cut that off. I'm going to turn it under, and I'll sew that down there when I get this bit right first. I'll get this bit right first, and then I can just turn that back under there, see? And that way I'm not covering up too much of this. And okay, it's okay, nobody panic, it's going to work. I have no doubt about that, it's going to work. So we need to turn that under with that bit, because we need to put something underneath that first before we go any further. I'm doing this a bit tricky like, aren't I? Let me see. I don't think it'd hurt if I stuck a bit of glue up along there, just to keep that down, unless I get hold of it now and turn it over. Nobody panic, don't let it go. But I want to put something underneath that, since there's going to be a seam. Okay, I want to put something underneath here. Right, just pin it for the time being. Just pin it there for the time being. No. Now, if we take that up there, like that, that's cool. This is too tight, don't pull that like that. Sonia, look what you've done. You're all carried away now. Don't make it too tight. Something's got to go under there and over there. Alright, just fix that there. I won't cut this off yet, just in case. You know, we need to see what's going to happen when I put the next piece on there. That's not big enough, is it? I haven't really used any white because I didn't really want to. It didn't cover that. Oh, that did. I did use it there. That's right. I had to cover it though because it wasn't working for me. That there, I can use a bit of that again. No. What about this gold one? I am a fan of this gold silk stuff. Definitely is a piece of silk fabric. See, look at this. Beautiful. Okay, right. So we're going to come to the dodgy bit now, the hard part, I should say. We're getting to the hard part. I should have more of that somewhere, wherever I got it from in the first place. I don't know if I have, because I had it in that box and I cut it up. I cut it up, what was in the box. Nobody panic, it's okay, we've got enough of everything, we don't have to worry about that. I just wanted to find out what I'm going to do with this, a bit more of this or not. I won't use that for the time being. Let's go with something with the gauze over the top of it. Oh no, we've already got that bit. Okay. Right. Now, nobody panic, we're getting there, This just looks really too much, doesn't it? But if we tuck it under there, it's not, it's fine. Although it does take up a fair bit of space, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It's okay. Maybe we should take it back further in this direction. This bit. I don't think you moved it that much, did you? Oh yeah, I did. You go turn over there. I'm going to have to cut that off. I can't leave all that there. We've put some good bits. I need them bits, don't we? Need them for something else one day, won't we? I'm going to cut this off here, willy-nilly. Just go wild at it. Now, I didn't want that to be so, this bit here, tuck it under. And that bit there has got to be tucked under. There's still going to be that much of it, and that's okay because some of it's going to be on the front and some will be in the spine and then some will be on the back. Okay? But I need to put something under there because if I don't do that I can't get going. I'll come to a big stop and that won't be good. So we've got a bit of that. Yep, it's only a bit, isn't it? I've got to have more than that to put on here. It's not a very big piece. Where did I put that? What I was getting it off of before? What did I do with it? I put it in here? No. It's in a small box. It's in a small box. I don't have any more in the small box. I'll have to use this white stuff again. It's under there, isn't it? Alright. Doesn't matter, you've got to have something on here, you can't just not... And I have got more across the way in the other box over there behind me, but I can't get that now. I did think this was going to be a bit of a trial and error, this piece here, because it's, as I said, I might say a few choice words, but I usually don't. I usually don't say any words. If I make a mistake, I usually giggle, which is really weird, isn't it? Anyway, it's okay, don't be panic. I don't want to, oops, that's not going to work. You've got to come right to the end here with this. You've got to chop that off and let it turn back under there. Come on, turn back under. Okay, now I've got it. Right, hold on to that, Sonia. Don't move. Then I need to put this bit underneath it by folding that there. Tuck it. This looks really easy, doesn't it? Oh dear. Right, you get hold of it. Don't let it beat you. It's a piece of material, for goodness sake. You should call it fabric, actually. Material has a lot of different other meanings as well. Material is in building material, stuff like that, you know. Anyway, me here giving you a lesson in English. Right, hi to me. Okay, right. Let's deal to this. Give us a bit of thread. And a needle. Where's my needle? Goodness me. I'm sure I've got another one handy somewhere, but I'd still like to use the one I was using. Where'd it go? They're pins. I don't want anything too thick, it's going to be annoying. I won't be able to push it through there if it is. It's starting to get really hot and clammy in here, isn't it? It's really hot and clammy. I found it. Nobody panic, I got it. And I've got cotton on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over like that, and I'm going to stitch along it while it's out here. Righto. And you're doing this really rough, and you've got little ladders going in that now. Goodness gracious me, Sonia. Got a knot? No. You good girl. Dear oh dear. Try that again. Look what you've done. You made all the little ladders. It's alright. It's going to be probably covered over with something. I don't know yet what. Don't know. I have to keep that piece there, back behind here, like that, and see if that's going to turn over and cover that bit. I've seemed to have made a mistake with this corner here. Might have cut too much off that. Look at it. Right, okay, you. Righto. Tighten that a bit. It doesn't want to be turned over, does it? Well, I can't have it all there, and that's all there is to it. So I need this piece to be across the top of it then. If that won't work the other way, I'll do it this way and cover it like that. Okay. Well, I've got to turn that over, of course. Well, this is a bit tricky, isn't it? Sorry about this. I hope you're still with me. Please don't leave the sinking ship. Right. I'm going to cut that off. Up here. Like that. Okay. I suppose this is the sort of thing that doesn't matter what you do. If you do make a mistake, I guess it's fixable, isn't it? You know, you can fix it some way. Oh, well, that hurt. Get over the sides on it. Righto, you're over there. And that's not waving around in front of me more and annoying me anymore. Now this can go on here like that, so it covers that corner and that bit like that. Okay, but I'm going to stitch it onto it this way. I'm not going to, because I want to make sure that I've got hold of it. That's no good, that pin. Geez, it's not got any... I said geez, by the way. It's got no point on it or something. It's rotten. No good at all. Some of them ones are that are old, which is not good, is it? Okay, so now I'm going to stitch that down there. And when I do, it'll... Of course, it'll have stitching over the top of it anyway, but you're not going to notice that this has been turned down the other way and stitched on, eh? And I won't make too big a stitches on it because I don't want it to look too gawky. You get back there. There goes my thread. I'm going to plug the iron in. This chair squeaks too. Do I own one that don't? I don't think so. No, that's not true, I do. This one's really old that I'm sitting on and I really like it. It's just got to last me, you know, because it's really good. It's the right height, the right width. It's very hard to get something when you're short. It's big enough, because when they sell you something that's big enough, you're sitting way up high and your feet can't touch the ground. I couldn't let it down any further, that other one that I had. It was just not fair. But anyway, there we go. Now I've got to get round this corner and make sure that's covered with this bit. So I'll take that out and make sure that's turned back in under there so it's not sticking out. Go that way a bit, you're not sticking out everywhere. Alright. Think so. Okie dokie. Righto. I knew that was going to come undone. I just knew it. It wasn't going to last me. I've got a piece here that I cut off before. It'll work. So some of these seams I probably will put lace over and then stitch. I don't know, you know, like or some sort of trim or other, and then I'll leave that in under there. So I got this little thing is still sticking out all over the place. So we could, if we need to cover up something that's just not meat and nice, so it's like this here is having a terrible time getting this meat up. Anyway, righto. Now that I've got that like that, oh no, I can't get it. Can I? Yes, I'm going to unpull this bit. Unpull this bit. Take that undone. Come on. And take that up a bit further. Where's me thread? From the other bit. Righto. Now take this up a tiny bit further, but bring it down. I'm sorry if I'm making this look really hard. I don't think it is. To me it's not. It's just, you know, testing. It's just a bit testing. Now, so that can go up there, past there, but then I can take it like this. See? You get me? Except I don't want that there, do I? So we're going to get rid of that bit. And I can probably put a button cluster on that area. That's what you would do, wouldn't you? If it's not on the spine, which I don't think it is. You're just close to it, but I don't think it's on the spine. Now I'm going to put some really serious little stitches here to make sure that doesn't go anywhere, okay? I got it. I think I got it. And this bit here, I'm going to have to redo this because it's lifting up a bit because I didn't end that piece of thread off. It's still laying around behind it all. And it's okay. You'll see what I do with that eventually anyway, that corner. So it won't get the better of me. I just didn't want to take off too much of this here piece, you know. I don't want to lose too much of that. I want it going to stay flat. Hope so. And when I finish doing this, I'll look at it and I hope I like it still. It's really interesting. I often get this far and then I get some pieces that go one way and pieces that go another way. And you think, oh dear, I've got to make sure that works right. This is lifting up a bit because it's how thick it is. I'll put the line on there for a minute. Not the gold bit I wouldn't iron if I were you, Sonia. Would not iron this bit here. No. And there's a lot of thicknesses underneath that. No, not as bad as I thought it was. It's okay. It's alright. Nobody panic. We've got it. I want to make sure all the time that it's flat. I don't want it to be bubbling up everywhere. Very good. Right, now I'll cut that off. I'll stitch down along here. So we've got these pieces captured. We're going to capture these bits. I don't know. I think the next piece will be folded over this one, so I won't worry about... well, I will stitch it down, but I'm not going to worry about going back down too far. Don't know what the next piece is going to be. I might have to just do a little bit of stitching on here because, for a minute, because I'm so itchy again now. Sorry about this. Because I've the eye problem. I have an eye problem. One of them just water runs out of it. I said to Jeremy, I'm leaking, I'm wrinkling, I'm drooping, I'm dribbly, I'm leaking, everything's drooping. Oh dear, it's just not good. Ah, dear me, never mind. Honey, it's okay. Nobody panic. I'll just make sure I've got this on the fabric on the back. Come off there, you. Now that looks really good, that bit of gold on there, doesn't it? It was worth all the hassle. Do you reckon? I do. I reckon it was worth the hassle. I mean, it's too tough there, but... Righto. Did I tell you about the time I was up the street and this woman said to me, because I'd gone up shopping and oh, this is going to be stitched down a bit. It'll be right when you put fancy stitches over it. I know her, right, and she's known us for years. And my husband is a really nice, quiet man, mostly. And I had tears in my eyes, but that was because it was cold outside. She said, she came up to me and said, oh, has Jeremy upset you? I thought, oh, dear, I was wild. I thought, how dare you say that? If he upset me that bad, I wouldn't be going on the street. He wouldn't do that anyway. Gee, she made me angry. Oh, I don't know why, but it just made me so angry to think that he would do anything to make me cry. Ah, dear. Probably done good things that made me cry, but not nothing bad. He'd give me a nice rose or something and told me, he used to write me little notes. He used to write me letters one time. I haven't had one for years. I haven't had one since, I don't know, probably since the kids left home. For our anniversary, he always wrote me a note. But that lady really upset me, she did. Asked me if my husband had made me cry. I think she come from a very abusive relationship, and that was probably why. But anyway, never mind. So I'm going to do a little bit of something on here just to give you something else to look at for a while, because I'm going to have to find some more of that, and I know I've got more of that to do the back with, okay? Because I want to do, and whatever other pieces I've got, I'll do the back. Well, I won't have to do it when you're not looking. I can do it whenever we want to, I suppose, but I just want to do a bit on this. I want to see what sort of thing I'm going to do next, you know. You just never know, do you? It's interesting. I'm going to move some of this stuff over here. The other way, I'm going to get a mouthful of water. I've got a little few minutes before I'm going to have to turn this off. So I'm going to do a bit of stitching and just see what it looks like on here. It looks going to look good, I think. I've got a lot of reels of the crochet thread that's the colour of the things. That makes sense, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? I don't know, but I've got here, come here. I've got some bits in here, look. And I think these are going to look really good on this. Oh, I've got another bit of this. Different sort, but still some of that. I do have a habit of putting things, together in a way and everything, so I can use them. Look at this one here. I like that one. Don't you think that's cool? Right. And that one there, and this one here. Now, ordinarily I would have thought I wouldn't have used that, but I will. So there you go. You never know, do you? And this one's still not even open. I bought a bag full of them and I got 2 more sitting in here somewhere. Excuse me. And they didn't cost me very much money. So that was good. We're going to have a bit of this and we're going to do a bit of stitching. And boy, it's getting hot in here. It's all muggy and horrible. Oh, because we had a tiny weeny bit of rain last night, this morning, and now it's terrible in here. Really horrible it is. Are we going to be able to see this? Of course we will. We've got to be able to see it. But that's not going to work. It's too thin. It's too skinny, that needle. This one's better. The farther one. You're going to have the same and make a hole big enough for that to follow through, okay? I don't know what sort of... Well, I'll find the embellishments that I want to put on it. Nobody worry about that. I'm going to sew along here first, eh? What do you reckon? This one. I'll pick this one. By gee, that's not good. What is the matter with this needle? It's not got enough point on it. That's not sharp enough. That's not going to go through there. Now I dropped it. Never mind. We have more. This one here. My needlebook's just here somewhere. It's not even that sharp either. I'm not actually poking it very hard in my finger. I'm just trying to... I'm making another thing for this, for all these things that go in here. I think that's a sharp one. Right. I'm making another cover to put my pens in. I'll make it like you do when you do your crochet hook ones or your, what's the name? So this is pretty close to this colour here, isn't it? Right, and that. You wouldn't think so by the ball. Right, is this right? Yes, just go and do it, Sonia. Now I hope this goes through here better. It's not bad. You've got a few thicknesses though because you're on the corner. And I'm way up there, I don't know why, but I'll come down here and I'll stay this one. Ouch, that was a bit of me. Now this is a large cross stitch because I'm planning on putting another one over the top of it, and maybe I will do it with a bit different cover. I might have to find that other bag that I made. Well, this is not a bag, but I made a bag with this sort of style. It was mostly white though, and that's not easy to do. I want to keep the... That looks good. That definitely looks good. I'm nearly following the seam of that piece there. That's underneath it. So if we go up along here and do this, we'll be able to go and put some more stitches, but I think that looks awesome. And this piece here decided to duck out now. That's not good, is it? Oh dear, I'm going to get that through there. I'll just go down and come back up. Come on. Righto. Now go under there. I don't believe that I have that bit there that's not plain nice at all. It's not plain nice at all. How did I do that? And that's supposed to come up here further over. Wait a minute, I'm going to have to take that out. Can't see for looking. Where is it? Here. This little tiny stitch. Why did I do that? Don't know. Strange thing to do. I was a bit worried about that bit there on the end. Now, you need to come up a bit further over. No, over there, Sonia. Can't believe that this is coming out of that. I just don't believe that. The me seam, look at that. Unless it was a bit that was fraying or something. I don't know. But it doesn't impress me at all, that doesn't. Nobody wants a hole. Okay, we'll come back and fix that. Now, this is going to be tricky going through here. It's all good, it's all in the plan. Oh dear, I thought today wasn't going to be as hot as, but it is. It's not even, it's only 10:30. And it's already, must be 35, easy or more. And that was only supposed to get to that today, I think. It could be my imagination, but I don't think so. I said to Jeremy last night, I don't think I like this hot anymore. It was really nice. It was really nice to come along after being cold for so long. And then and then that went by the wayside when it got so hot. Because we've had some really good summers lately, and it hasn't been that bad. I mean, like last year, I don't think we used air conditioner hardly at all. This year, if one's not going in the bedroom because we're in bed, it's out here because we're in the lounge room. Well, we don't usually turn them on at lunchtime anyway, because both of us are doing stuff in other... Well, he's up the back doing gardening or whatever, or he's doing a bit of... He's doing the washing or something, but there's nobody actually staying in the one place where the cooler is, so we don't turn it on. Don't really need to. Because really, it's a refrigerated one, and you have the house closed, and that's good. It's so cool, but you don't really want to be shoved inside all day, stuffed in here all day, do you? You know. So I'm going to come up there, and I'm going to go down in this corner here. I like that. I do like how that looks, because I think I'm going to be doing that sort of style. When I say that style, I want it to be... never mind. We'll get there. You'll see it when I've done it, won't you? You'll see it when I've done it. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Now I'm going to have to just go a little bit off the, what's name, and put a bit of colour in it. Not too much now, just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit of colour. But then the beads are going to give it a lift too. They're going to bring it up a bit. Well, a fair bit anyway, aren't they? The beads. Now I've got all that stuff there that I'm working on too. I've got so much stuff in here that I'm working on, and I don't want anybody to touch anything. Ah dear, there's a bit of gold. This is a thing. That's definitely a thing for it. I'm looking for some cotton. That'll be here. Gone far enough, have I? I think this is still not going to show up that... Well, pink might. We're keeping it right down on the... Keeping it down. We're not bringing it up too far. Now we can't. Can't make it too bright. And what's this in here? All good. There's a bit of that. I was thinking about using this on it too. I don't know. Or maybe another one that I've got is a closure. My cottons are under there. I was going to use that as a closure on there. Oh, that'll look jazzy, won't it? But you know what? That could change. You never know. Could change my mind. What have I got in here? Anything interesting? not for now. Okay, righto, pink. This is silky sort of stuff. Got some gold. I'm going to put some pink in there. I think it'll still work for me. Yeah, it will. I don't really get upset and we won't get upset and, you know, about it, because I think it's going to look alright. I definitely do. It's just too thick. Oh no, it's alright. I don't know how I'm going to put it on there, but just a bit. I don't want it to be too much. I don't want it to be too much. I think it's too thick though, this piece. Oh no, it's alright, I suppose. I'm not a big fan, I know. It's never going to fit through there. Or there. It's definitely going to be too thick if it won't go through. Gee, things could end badly if I pull that out of there. Because I've got no idea. I'm going to have to move some of this stuff off here. So just give me a second. I'm sorry about this. But I've piled it up on top and top and top and top and top. Keep doing that. Now I've dropped something. Probably the most important thing. I always say that because all my stuff's important anyway to me. We all have our stuff that's important, don't we? There's got to be some light pink in here. Just because I've only got 3 minutes. Oh dear. Come on. Will I be doing white? I don't know. What's this one? I think that's too pale. I've got this here, and I'm thinking I might use that. Well, that one might be the same, is it? I don't know. Let's have a look. Is that the same thing? Oh, yes. This is pink. It won't be that bad though when I've finished what I'm going to do. I don't think. There's that poor mailman in his squeaky old bike. He must be up on our veranda, or out in on our yard. He's bringing me I hope he's bringing me my stuff from Craft Online. I really do. So I've been waiting and waiting for that. Maybe it's not him. He's still going. It's my imaginitis. He wasn't out there at all. It just seems so close, doesn't it? Now, I'm going to put a bit of pink here somewhere. Well, I do it across the cross. Up here. It's just going to be for a little bit of something, you know. And I'm going to have to go now because this thing is running out of time. I didn't realise that I'd been on here that long. Oh, stop that. I'm still recording. It might be a minute. Jeremy thinks he heard me knocking, did he? I didn't knock. Oh, I wonder what's... He's standing there looking at me, he was. Yeah, that bike sounds like it's here close by because it's... I'm just going to do a couple more stitches on here. I'm going to have a break for a while. And if I just have tiny little accents of these bits on here, I think, you know, these colours, I'll put probably this and maybe the apricots and any cream colours if I can find some, and some beads. Of course, we'll have to have some beads on here in these colours. Then it's going to be really interesting, you know, with... There, let's see, wait a minute. I hope you're still watching. Anyway, I like this. This is cool. I've got to go now. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe. Please leave me a like. Subscribe if you haven't done already. And thank you for always being there to support me and help me along. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.